Teenage Charlotte Cassadine is staying true to her younger form. The General Hospital recap for September 19, 2023, features Valentine and Nina making a horrifying discovery about Charlotte. In this episode, Valentine and Nina discovered Charlotte breaking into Anna and Valentine's room just as Charlotte paid a visit to Anna. Sunny met with a pipeman rep and gave Dex a warning. Marshall had words with Selena, while Trina made a confession about Spencer to Curtis. And finally, Cody had a big suggestion for Sasha. Now, let's dig a little deeper into the details. Valentine, James Patrick Stewart, and Nina, Cynthia Watros, were horrified to see Charlotte, Scarlett Fernandez, ransacking Anna, Finola Hughes, and Valentine's room on the Metro Court security footage. When Anna called to tell him Charlotte was in their room, he asked Nina not to tell anyone else who they saw in the video. When the cops arrived to take Anna's report on the break-in, Valentine looked like he was going to freak out, but quickly kept his cool. The cops thought this was related to the fire at Anna's house, but Anna just didn't know. When Anna asked Valentine if he had seen the security video, he lied and said the footage from their floor was missing. Later, Nina watched the footage again, and we finally saw Charlotte break into the room as Nina called out, "Charlotte, what have you done?" Over at his money-laundering restaurant, Sonny, Maurice Bernard, warned Dex, even Hofer, that the feds would be tracking every move he made now. Dex was even allowed in the room when a pipeman representative arrived to offer Sonny cash to keep working with him even after the arrest. They wanted to make another deal, but Sonny insisted until the person who tipped off the feds was found. There would be no new deal. Sonny was later impressed when Dex offered an assessment of pipemen and decided they were not the ones who turned him in. Sonny finally mentioned he planted the evidence the feds used to arrest him. Marshall, Robert Gossett, was concerned that the Savoy's business seemed to be slowing down. Things then went from bad to worse when Selena, Lydia Look, walked in with her goons. She claimed to only be there for a quick drink to support Curtis, Donald Turner. She made sure to point out how the club didn't have the same draw anymore, but Marshall was still adamant that he wasn't selling. Portia, Brooke Kerr, was thrilled when Trina, Tabiana Ali, arrived to play video games with her and Curtis, but felt left out because she was not a video game person. When Portia got an important text, she made herself scarce, leaving Curtis and Trina alone to talk. She tried to encourage Curtis to spend more time at the Savoy, but he said that he wasn't even sure if he could even keep the club. Yes, he loved the place, but he felt different about it now that he was in a wheelchair. When Curtis changed the subject to Trina, she told him all about her planned trip to New York with Spencer, Nicholas Alexander Chavez. She also admitted she had not yet told Portia about the little getaway. She knew full well how her mother felt about Spencer, but also had to confess to Curtis she thought she was in love with Spencer. Trina was just not ready to say, "I love you" first. Curtis advised his newfound daughter to live in the moment. It turned out Portia made her way to the Savoy to talk to Neka and learned that Selena and Marshall had an argument earlier in the evening. Nettie, Wally Kurth, and Olivia, Lisa Lo Cicero, also turned up at Curtis's nightclub, where Nettie soon booked himself a gig there, if he could finish the song he was writing. Sasha, Sophia Matson, was stunned to learn Sam, Kelly Monaco, and Cody, Josh Kelly, found a bottle of pills in Dr. Montague's, Darren Tunder, jacket that could have killed her. Sasha, Sam, Cody, and Dante, Dominic Zamprogna, went over everything that happened to Sasha since she petitioned the court to end her guardianship and figured out that Montague was trying to get as much of Sasha's cash as possible for his poker habit. Sasha thought the only way to solve their current problem was to turn themselves in to the authorities and tell them the truth, but Cody, Sam, and Dante thought they needed proof of what Dr. Montague and Gladys, Bonnie Burrows, were really up to. Sam and Dante were determined to dig something up and use Mac's goodwill to help Cody out of a legal jam. When they left, Cody suggested he and Sasha just disappear.